A 9 flash on the Bitcoin TD Sequential. Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and in today's video, we have some very important technical analysis to do on Bitcoin because in today's video, we are going to be talking about the 9 flash that just showed up on the daily chart for Bitcoin. If you're not familiar with the TD Sequential, it is a candlestick counting algorithm that tells you when markets have gotten overextended. In this case, a red 9 flash on TD Sequential indicates that we may be on the cusp of a new downtrend starting on Bitcoin. That's what the indicator says anyway, so in today's video, we're going to be analyzing and interpreting that indicator and coming to a conclusion on where Bitcoin is heading over the next 7 days. I think you guys are going to get a lot of great value out of today's video. If you do, as always, consider hitting that like and subscribe button. But without much further ado, guys, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. Before we get started, I do briefly want to mention that this channel is sponsored in part by our very own Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy. If you guys would like to get started learning everything you need to know about technical analysis, trading, investing, and profiting in these markets, I highly encourage you to sign up with the link in the description down below. You can use the coupon code NEWYEARS2021 for $75 off at checkout. Anyway, guys, we have a lot to talk about, so let's jump onto the chart. A brief history of the TD Sequential will show us that 9 flashes are very, very important in Bitcoin technical analysis. Let's look at this period of the market with the first 2 quarters of 2019. I will go ahead and put a vertical line on the chart everywhere there is a 9 flash right now. As you can see, we have 3 9 flashes on our chart. One right here, and one right here. Those flashes showed up after 9 consecutive days of bullish price action. And in every single case, we saw something very obvious happen. Bitcoin either traded sideways, rallied farther and traded sideways, or in this third instance over here, we actually entered a new downtrend and put a yearly high in at $13,700. And if you go back and look throughout the history of the Bitcoin market, you're going to find the 9 flash on the TD Sequential, whether a bullish 9 flash or in this case, a bearish 9 flash, it is very commonly going to be an accurate predictor of reversals on the market. Even if you have to wait a few days or maybe even a few weeks for them to come to fruition, they are normally going to give you accurate predictions of the direction of the market. We even see this showing up relatively recently on the Bitcoin chart. As you can see, our last 2 9 flashes were here and right here. In this case, we had a 9 flash and we traded sideways for a couple of weeks. In this case, we traded sideways for 4 or 5 days before continuing to the upside. This right here is an important point to notice. We don't need to see a massive capitulation in 20 to 30% corrections to reset a 9 flash, but we do need to see some sideways consolidation. Weekly chart 9 flashes do demand that, but we will get to that in a minute. What we are seeing right now is another 9 flash on the TD Sequential, and in just the same way as we've seen so far this video, we are starting to see sideways momentum following that 9 flash. Coming back to our updated chart, we can see that Bitcoin had a massive capitulation yesterday, with the candlestick body representing a 2.5% correction, and all the way down to the wick was a 16.5% correction. We are now starting to see consolidation following this 9 flash. And zooming into the hourly chart, we see something interesting happening as well. That would be some ugly form of a head and shoulders pattern right here, with a shoulder here, a head here, and a shoulder here. Now, we are bouncing and rallying from $30,000 support level, but this head and shoulders pattern is likely going to result in some sideways trading. We can see that we've had lower highs consistently for the last several days from this high here and here. So now the question becomes, does this downtrending level of resistance push us back to $30,000 and cause a capitulation or sideways price action? Well, guys, I've been saying for the last couple of weeks that it's very difficult to do technical analysis on markets that are in blue sky breakout. It's much easier when they're trading in regions that they've been before. And luckily, we are in a region that we've been before. We've traded between $30,000 and $35,000. It was only a few days ago, but we do at least have some kind of formations that we can analyze. And in this case, we see that Bitcoin is starting to trade sideways and use recognizable levels of support and resistance to move into a descending triangle pattern. Keeping in mind the macro technical analysis that we've been doing over the last week or so, I think Bitcoin might be running out of steam. That doesn't mean that I think the bull market is over, but I do believe that Bitcoin needs to consolidate and lock in gains. I do believe that the rally needs to pause for a little while. Let the altcoins do their thing. Ethereum's blowing up, and I think that's going to continue. But we've seen 80, 90% rallies on Bitcoin in just the last couple of months. The bulls are going to get exhausted at some point, and now that we're seeing sideways trading, people are going to start taking profits. A lot of institutions already have. Some of them are stepping in, but the balance of power from the bulls to the bears seems to be shifting ever so slightly in favor of the bears. It happens very slowly, and then all of a sudden it happens very quickly. That's how these tops form. They go up and up and up and up, and then eventually they come right back down. That doesn't always happen, but when it does, you normally see something like what we're seeing right now. Does that mean that I think Bitcoin's going to have a massive correction? No, but we do need to recognize that the TD Sequential is demanding some sort of sideways trading and some sort of consolidation. So here's my prediction for the next couple of days. I think Bitcoin is more than likely going to continue trading between $30,000 and $35,000, which is A really funny and awesome statement, by the way. Completely off topic, but wow. And then from there, I think Bitcoin is more than likely going to see a massive return to volatility a little over a week from now. Whether that's bullish or bearish, it's hard to call that right now. I think it'll be bullish, but you never really know where the top is on these markets. There's not much extrapolative analysis that we can do other than fib extension, and I haven't seen anything I really care about over on it. So where's the top, guys? Well, I think that's the wrong question. I think the question we should be asking is now a time that we should be investing in the market, and is now a time we should be trading in the market? Is it a time to invest? Hell yes. We just broke $20,000. The fundamentals are amazing. Bitcoin is very clearly growing rapidly. Should we be trading this market? Well, that depends on how we define whether or not we should be trading. Is there high volatility? Yes. Is there some level of predictiveness in the market that we can use statistical analysis to set up trades that are statistically likely to be profitable? I think so. I think it's riskier than normal, but yeah, I think it's possible to make good money trading this market. But I do advise that you be cautious, because right now it is a little bit harder to do solid technical analysis on the market. So if you're going to trade this market, I do advise you to be careful and use type stop losses. Anyway, guys, that is going to wrap it out for today's video. Before I go, though, I do just want to first mention one thing, and that would be the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy, guys. As you know, we have a sale running right now, New Year's 2021, on the Academy that is going to teach you everything you need to know about trading, investing, and profiting in cryptocurrency markets through technical analysis. In CT2A, you're going to get access to over 36 videos and 12 hours of high-quality content teaching you everything from the very basics and your fundamentals, your foundation in analysis, all the way up through the more advanced concepts that you must master if you plan to make money in this space. I said in a previous video that you must never invest in something you don't fully understand, and that includes the technical analysis on that market. You shouldn't be investing in the S&P 500 if you don't understand the companies that go into that market. You shouldn't be investing in it if you don't understand the way that that metric and that index is built. In the same way, you shouldn't be investing in Bitcoin if you don't understand how to read the charts, if you don't understand the flows of money in and out of the space, and you don't understand concepts like risk and reward, mass psychology, market sentiment, intuition, all of these things that we teach in the Academy. It's really important you understand these things before you invest in the market, not after, because remember, the greatest investment you will ever make is an investment in yourself. As if you're interested in signing up, you can use the coupon code NewYear's2021 for $75 off at checkout, and you can join our Discord server to see what some of our alumni think about the Academy. Anyway, guys, like I said, that is going to wrap it out for today's video. Before I go, though, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.